For some time now, Keyshia and Gucci Mane have been moving like relationship goals. Additionally, men have managed to utilize Keyshia as the benchmark for faithfulness and keeping your boyfriend at bay. However, if the rumors circulating on the streets are accurate, Keyshia is more than simply his wife. She's his handler, oh no.
I still cook for him. Only thing Gucci gotta do is shower. He don't gotta do nothing else. I do everything for that man, but not because I have to do it, I want to. I enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy him just being happy and going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he gotta eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he gotta do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it.
Now, Keyshia has said she does everything for Gucci Mane, but people didn't think anything of it since it sounded like a wife just looking out for her husband. But with all the private information that's been coming out, Gucci Mane is nothing more than a project to Keyshia. She didn't just marry him, she studied him, built him, trained him, and now controls him completely. And with the way their relationship is shaping up to be, some say that this proves that their relationship is less than a marriage and more like a brand partnership. Gucci Mane met Keyshia around 2010 after he read an issue of the DXL magazine while he was in prison and saw a picture of her there. He told his manager that he wanted Keyshia to appear in one of his music videos. And when Gucci Mane's manager reached out to her, Keyshia was basically like, he should lose her number cause she's got better things to do. But Gucci's manager kept calling over and over again until she agreed. Once it was time to shoot the music video, Keyshia was flown from Miami to Atlanta a day before she was scheduled to be on set. Gucci tried to convince her that both of them should hang out, but Keyshia was like, nah, they would see each other when she was scheduled to be on set for the video shoot. After she shot the 911 emergency video, Gucci begged her to stick around for one more day. Keyshia agreed, and the rest, they say, is history and happily ever after. But child, before that so-called happily ever after came, Keyshia went through it with Gucci. Gucci was rough around the edges, unpredictable, chaotic, and spiraling. Meanwhile, Keyshia was already a businesswoman who was focused on building her brand. She was also a mom of 3 and wasn't about that party lifestyle that Gucci was into. While they were together, Gucci's mental health began to deteriorate, and he got into all kinds of trouble on and off the internet. One time, he even came onto Twitter to brag about the various industry women he had hooked up with and insulted everyone from his close friends to even Keyshia, who had been nothing more than supportive to him the whole time. But after the cops found a weapon and a bag of substances on him, they took him and locked him up for 39 months. Gucci was shipped off to federal prison. And Keyshia would not have been wrong to up and leave him now that he had gotten himself locked up. But Keyshia basically held him down.
Listen, crazy about my wife. Crazy about her. To be honest, I ain't had nobody else to go to. So, out of desperation, I went to her because me and her were kind of, I had been cussing her out too. So she had to forgive me and say, I'm gonna help you. Man, that's why I say she the realest. Yeah, because it was like I needed her.
What were your intentions when you gave her the money? Did you want her to flip it?
I just ain't had nobody to trust.
Wow.
It wasn't even about no flipping. I just ain't had nobody to trust. Everybody was stealing. And it was like, I wasn't in my right mind before I went to prison. And everybody who could, they were taking advantage. Money getting missing from everywhere. So it was like, to be honest, I ain't had nobody else to go to. When she held me down from prison, that made me say I'm finna marry her. You ain't gonna find nobody who gonna go hard like.
I mean, she turned prison into a boot camp and a redemption center for Gucci. She was racking up phone bills, calling him 6 times a day, and put him on a very light, regimented schedule. They would work out, shower, eat lunch at the same time every day, even when they couldn't see each other. While she was running her cosmetics brand, Keyshia also organized his finances and kept a pulse on everything.
So the word is that he gave you $2 million to hold.
Yes.
And instead of running off to Rio like a lot of dumb girls would do, you invested it in your companies and flipped it so that when he came home, it was like triple what he gave you. Good, Keyshia, good.
I I invested his money for him and tripled it and gave it back to him, but I didn't put it in my company. My companies were invested by myself.
How'd you invest the money?
I did a lot of different investments and real estate and things like that for him.
Oh, nice.
So, when Gucci came home, there was no rebuilding phase or trying to get back on his feet because Keyshia had already had that on lock. And on top of that, Keyshia already had his entire day scheduled from top to bottom. They both got up at 9 a.m. and worked out and handled their business before calling it a day. Keyshia also said that Gucci wasn't allowed to stay in the studio for long. Hours to no end anymore because she didn't want him falling back into his old habits that got him stuck in the first place.
And in my heart, I couldn't walk away from him. I knew he needed me not only to just support him, but he needed guidance. And I felt like I had to be there for this man to make him a better person.
No one knows where Gucci Man would have ended up if Keyshia didn't come in and turn his life around. Shoot, he may have ended up hitting rock bottom and beyond, his way to doing another stint in prison. But as much as Keyshia was the rock that Gucci needed to climb out of the hole that he was in, fans started to notice that Gucci now seemed detached from everyone who had access to him before she came into the picture. You don't really see him with his other son. And if you didn't know, you think that the kids that he has with Keyshia are his only children. And it's not hard to notice that every move Gucci makes comes with Keyshia's seal of approval. From brand deals to events, even interviews. If Keyshia didn't sign off on it, then it ain't happening. And Keyshia, on her part, said that Gucci can't function without her. All he has to do is wake up and take a bath because she has every other aspect of his life scheduled and managed.
I still cook for him. Only thing Gucci gotta do is shower. He don't gotta do nothing else. I do everything for that man. But not because I have to do it, I want to. I enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy him just being happy and going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he gotta eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he gotta do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it.
During an interview, Gucci also revealed that he had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. And Keyshia mentioned that she removed all his social media from his phone and knows whenever Gucci has to come online because she doesn't want people seeing his manic episodes.
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home.
As much as what Keyshia is doing may be rooted in genuine care for Gucci, people are calling her more of a handler than a partner. Ever since he came back from prison, she's been going back and forth running interference from him and controlling every aspect of his life to the point where he has become almost completely dependent on her guidance. And she knows just how reliant Gucci is on her just to get by day to day. So, if she isn't there to manage things then, what's going to happen? Is his life going to unravel again? And of course, the internet has something to say about it because as much as Keyshia is exercising much control over Gucci Man, is weird. And fans are like, maybe this control is exactly what he needs not to collapse again. Gucci has a million issues. He has schizophrenia, drug, and a lot of mental illnesses. He needs her. Honestly, it's either this or worse. At least he looks better and gets help. A lot would still be alive if they had someone in control. She pretty much upgraded him like that one Beyoncé song. He was an influential trap artist, but the lifestyle didn't lead to a long-lasting and successful life. He needs someone to clean up his image so he can make corporate decisions and not street ones. Do you guys think it's okay for Keyshia to be this hands-on with her husband, Gucci Mane? Or should she give him some room to learn to protect himself for a change? Sound off in the comments and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.